Cost estimation in predictive life cycle. As we understood about estimation before, we might be doing rough order of magnitude estimate using analogous estimation, we might be doing parametric estimate, and later on we get into bottom-up estimation. But when we talk about predictive life cycle and we want to prepare the overall understanding of cost in a project, we come to a stage where we want to do a bottom-up estimation. So here I discuss more about how to do a bottom-up estimation in the projects. So we have a project schedule. We started with creating a work breakdown structure. It reached to a WBS package level, and then we created activities under it. And for those activity, you allocated resources and you have a project schedule. You have also done a resource leveling. You know how resources are allocated for various activities. Now, using the resource rate, which might be maintained by your PMO, which talks about that this resource, human or machine, is costing us X amount of money per time unit. Using that rate, we start multiplying that rate for an activity. For a given activity, how much time you are consuming from that particular resource. We also pick up the consumables which we are taking in that particular activity, and we as a project manager start estimating cost at each activity level. And by doing this activity level estimation, you get a detailed understanding of cost, which is integrated with project schedule, which is integrated with resource planning, which is integrated with risk responses. All the possible activities of the projects are considered when we are estimating the cost. So by doing this activity level estimation, we start aggregating them, and we aggregate at a WBS level. When we are aggregating them, we may also put some contingency because there is a possibility of uncertainty in those activity level estimate. So we may put some contingency at an activity level, some may put it at a work package or at a higher WBS element level. By doing it, we aggregate it and we find out the overall estimate for the whole project. Now, how we probably find out the consumable item rates? How do we find out probably individual resource rate? So your PMO plays a critical role. Your organization process assets, OPS, plays a critical role. You may have a historical information available about various type of things you have procured, various kind of rates which are going on in your project, or in your organization. You need to use organization process assets. Sometimes you also consider asking vendors to give us some information, tell us about what possible proposals they have for a given work, and because of that also you may have some influence on your cost estimate. So it all depends upon the context, but yes, historical data plays a role, and your organization process asset maintained by your PMO also plays a role. So in general, we do a bottom-up estimation in a predictive life cycle.